Let's talk about the future. If I were to ask you what you wanted for your future, you'd say secure, you'd say comfortable, and you'd say easy. Not only would you want to own it, you would want to make it your own. Ladies and gentlemen, today you have the opportunity to take that future. You have the opportunity to seize tomorrow. This sandstone, semi-detached cottage, 11 Hampton Grove, Norwood, is that opportunity. A secure investment located deep in the beautiful and ever-expanding Norwood. It is most certainly a comfortable cottage. It's not a house, it's a home. And it is easy, within a 5-minute walking distance of Adelaide's secret treasure, the Parade. But most of all, ladies and gentlemen, 11 Hampton Grove, Norwood gives you the opportunity to renovate, to mould the future to become your own. It gives you the chance to seize tomorrow. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michael Smith, and I'll be your auctioneer for today. I proudly work alongside marketing agent Mr. Lindsay Warner, and I represent St. Peter's Real Estate. Today's proceedings will follow 4 simple steps, folks. Firstly, we'll go briefly through the terms and conditions for a sale by auction. Secondly, I'll answer any last-minute questions you may have. Thirdly, we'll take a moment just to reflect on what a beautiful home this is. And finally, we'll get into the bidding, ladies and gentlemen, where one of you will be seizing tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, just briefly, I would like to explain the legalities associated with a sale by auction, which are per statutory requirements of the contracts in accordance to the condition of auction form 1s and standard conditions of auction. These have been on display for the last 30 minutes inside the house and the last 3 business days at St. Peter's Real Estate. They are fair to both bidder and seller alike, and whilst it is not my intention to go through all of them, they are summarised in 8 simple steps. All bidding is subject to the reserve price, which was mentioned just moments ago. The highest bidder at the vendor's very realistic reserve price will be the purchaser. No bid will be accepted after the fall of the hammer. Any person may bid in person or by their proxy. Bidders must display an allocated bidding number. I may make up to 3 vendor bids below the reserve price, and I will clearly announce them as a vendor bid. The successful bidder will complete the contract and pay the specified deposit. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, bidding today is on a cash unconditional basis, which means that calling off rights do not apply. The legal description is all the land in Certificate of Title Volume 5962, Folio 145. Allotment 11, in this beautiful 100 of Adelaide in the area named Norwood, in file plan number 12988. Included in the house are all fixtures and fittings, all floor coverings, light fittings, window treatments, built-in furniture, the standard council wheelie bin, the stove, and the compliant smoke alarms. Excluded are all loose furniture and personal items of the vendor, non-standard telephones, potted plants, and ornaments. Settlement is to be conducted in 30 days, and the deposit is 10% of the selling price, to be paid directly after today's auction. If you are lucky enough to be the successful bidder here today, you'll have an insurable interest in the home, and we strongly recommend you do take the appropriate insurance to protect all you may acquire. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to pause briefly to find out if anyone has any questions that have not been answered yet.
Yes, Mr. Auctioneer.
Yes, sir.
I'm very keen to bid here today, but I don't want to pay too much. So that I can work out how much to bid, could you let me know the reserve price, please?
Thank you for your question, sir. I'm very sorry I can't reveal the reserve price. It's confidential between myself and the vendor. However, once the house has reached or exceeded reserve price, it will be sold. Are you bidding today, sir?
So,
best of luck with your bidding, sir. Any other questions?
Yes, Mr. Auctioneer.
Yes, sir.
During the last 6 months, there have been many issues associated with flooding, both here and interstate. Is this property within a flood risk zone?
Thank you for your question, sir. All the flood details are on the contract, which has been on display inside the house for the last 30 minutes and for 3 business days at St. Peter's Real Estate. However, I'm sure if you check with the local council, they can give you information about the flood risk of this house. Does this answer your question, sir?
Thank you.
Thank you for your question, sir. Are there any further questions? If there are no further questions, I'd like to draw our attention to the star of today, 11 Hampton Grove, Norwood. This cute 1920s cottage sits perfectly on the street, its sandstone front shining in the sun. It is surrounded by a boulevard of trees which shade the house in the afternoon. Hampton Grove hosts houses, both old and new, which each have a distinctive pride about them. Standing in this grove, how would you know that you're in the middle of the city? On the hour I spent on site during peak hour, not one car passed down the street and no noise travelled from the parade. It was simply silent, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes, Hampton Grove has the country town feel, yet the convenience of proximity to the parade. And let's talk about that convenience. You get home from work and you've forgotten the milk. Out and back in 5 minutes. You get home, realise it's your anniversary, forgotten to get the wife a gift. 5 minutes. The Crows have finally beaten Collingwood and it's time to go down to the pub and celebrate. 5 minutes to get there, but perhaps a longer stagger home. You physically cannot get any closer to the parade, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, if you're a footy fan, you'd know that Norwood Oval is literally just around the corner, closer than the 3-point margin of last year's grand final. And that's just the location bonus, ladies and gentlemen. This house most definitely has some features which would entice you into bidding today. The polished floorboards run through the 2 spacious bedrooms, the kitchen and the lounge. The house has 1 fireplace in the living room and a potential reinstation in the bedroom. But ladies and gentlemen, I know what is truly on your mind, and that is renovation and improvement. This home gives you that opportunity to renovate and improve, to mould this future to become your own. Is cooking your forte? The inspired kitchen already has space. With a small tinkle of colour and perhaps a teaspoon of renovation, I guarantee this kitchen will be a place you'd want to spend your time. And that backyard, ladies and gentlemen, all those Sunday nights watching Backyard Blitz have prepared you for this moment. Chuck down some wooden decking, a barbecue, and you'll be able to enjoy an ice-cold beer in your new backyard. Ladies and gentlemen, the opportunities are literally endless. This house is your canvas. It's time to pick up the paints. It's time to get into the bidding, ladies and gentlemen. During our marketing campaign, we've been quoting between $400,000 and $420,000. The floor is open, ladies and gentlemen. Do I have an opening bid of perhaps $340,000? Are there any bidders out there willing to opening me?
$250,000.
$250,000. Thank you very much, sir. Can I just hold that bid there for a second, number 6? Are there any further bids of perhaps $340,000?
Don't be ridiculous, but I'll give you $320,000.
$320,000. I'll take that very much. Thank you, number 1. Number 1 has the bid with $320,000. Bid number 6, the bid is against you, sir. We're on $320,000. Do I have a rise of perhaps $20,000? $330,000. I'll take that. Thank you, sir. The bid is with number 6 on $330,000. Bid number 1, the bid is against you, sir. Can I take another 10? I'll leave you to think about it, sir.
Another 10.
Another 10. Thank you, bid number 3. We're on $340,000 with bid number 4. We're on $340,000. Bidder number 1, you've been quiet there for a while, sir. No, you can have another check of those pockets, sir. We're on $340,000 here. Sir, you've been quiet there for a while. No further bidding. Thank you, sir. I'll leave you to think about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on $340,000 here with bidder number... Sorry, what was your bidding card, sir? Bidder number 3. $340,000 of bidder number 3. We'll call it, ladies and gentlemen, going once for $340,000. We'll call it away. Going a second time. Definitely out, sir. Definitely done. A third and final time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm expecting to see bidding cards everywhere. Are we done? Silent. Ladies and gentlemen, the bid is with me with $360,000 on behalf of the vendor. I have the bid on behalf of the vendor with $360,000.
$385,000.
$385,000. Thank you very much, bidder number 1. Welcome back to the bidding. We're on $385 with bidder number 1. You've been quiet there for a while, number 3. Any further bidding, sir? I'll leave you to think about it. Check those pockets. Bidder number 1, you've been quiet. We're on $385,000. Can I get a $5,000 raise? $5,000 might secure it. I'll leave you to think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. Security, comfort, ladies and gentlemen, and ease for $385,000. Going once to bidder number 1, $385,000. Going a second time, ladies and gentlemen. Going a third and final time. Bidder number 6. $390,000. We're on $390,000 with bidder number 6. Welcome back to the bidding, sir. Bidder number 1, you've opened. Are you going to stick with me, sir?
2.5.
2.5. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. We're on $390,000, 2.5. We're on $392,500, 2.5, sir. Just confirm that bid. That's correct. Thank you, sir. $392,500 2.5 with bidder number 1. Bidder number 3, you've been quiet there for a while, sir. I'll leave you to
5.
5. Thank you, sir. We're on $397,500. $395. Sorry, sir. $395. We're on $395 with $1,000 with bidder number 3. Bidder number 6, you've been quiet there for a while. I'll leave you to think about it, sir. Bidder number 1, you've been sticking with me. You're going to chuck in another one. Another 5 might do it. Bring me up to $400,000. I'll leave you to think, sir. We're on $395,000. Will someone bring me up to $400,000? I'm not that great at maths, ladies and gentlemen. Bring me up to a round figure. Going once for $395,000. Going a second time. Definitely out, sir.
$405,000.
$405,000. Thank you, bidder number 1. We're back up to $405,000 with bidder number 1.
2.5.
2.5. We're on 400,000 and 7.5, ladies and gentlemen. We're at 407.5 with bid number 3. 407.5, bid number 1. You're going to stay with me. You've been the starter. You're a good judge, am I right, sir? I'll leave you to think about it, sir. Have a think. Calm down. We're in 407.5 with bidder number 3. Bidder number 6, sir. You've been quiet? I'll leave you to think about it. Another 500, even a 500, sir. Bidder number 1. I'll leave you to think, sir. We're going once for $407,500. We're going a second time. Definitely done, sir. Definitely out, sir. Thank you for your bidding. We're going a third.
410.
410. Bidder number 6, I knew you'd come through, so we're on $410,000 with bidder number 6. 410 with bidder number 6. Bidder number 1, the bid is once again against you, sir. A further raise, $500,
Another
1,000.
one.
And 1. Thank you, sir. We're on $411,000 here with bidder number 3. $411,000 taking any increments.
15.
15. 415. Thank you very much, bidder number 1. Back with the starter.
Are we selling here today, Mr. Auctioneer?
Excuse me, sir?
Are we selling here today?
Yes, sir. If you place a further bid, you might secure it for yourself. We're on $415,000.
I'll give you one.
Thank you very much, sir. I'll take that one. We're on 416 with bid number 6, sir. The bid is once again against you. Stick with me, sir. This is a competition. You want to win it. We're on 416 over here on my left. 416, sir. You've been quiet there for a while. I'll leave you to think. We're calling it once, ladies and gentlemen, for $416,000. Calling it a second time. Definitely done, sir. Definitely out. Third, final time.
420.
420, bidder number 1, back with the starter here on my right. 420 with bidder number 1, so the bid is against you, another 500 perhaps. I'll leave you to think, sir. Check those pockets. We're on 420 here with bidder number 1, back with the starter, ladies and gentlemen. Calling it once for $420,000 with bidder number 1, the good judge on my right. We're calling it a second time. $420,000. We're calling it a third. Final time. 21, 621. 521, sorry, sir. Bidder number 6, 521. We're at $521,000.